babes, and welcome back to another weekly video. If you are new here, I am Tracy James. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the family and join the vibes. And to my babes and my bae watchers who have shown up for me yet again, thank you guys so much for being here. You guys know how much I love and appreciate all your love and support for my content. And as you guys can tell by the title of this video, we're doing something a little bit different this Sunday, you guys. I know. Sundays are for vlogs. However, this past week, I really needed a reset. If you've been watching me, you know that ever since last year, it had to be around late January, maybe early January, I have posted a weekly vlog every single Sunday. So over a year and a few months, I have posted a weekly vlog every single Sunday. I have not took a break. I have posted a video every single Sunday. So I was like, you know what? I think that I can take some time to reset, refocus, and reimagine how my channel is growing and how my content is going to continue to be produced. So I was like, you know what better way than to take that break than to just simply not post, but to give you guys a life update about what's going on in my life. As you guys know, the past couple of vlogs, I've been not my most energetic self. I've been going out partying and celebrating, but inside I have been feeling a little bit bogged down based off of things that are kind of happening in my life. However, you guys always know that I'm going to pull myself back up and find the strength to continue to push forward. So we do have some updates on some things we talked about in the last few vlogs. So if you guys want to hear about this life update, you know what to do. Just keep on watching. Before we get into the life update, we received another gift from the Amazon registry on yesterday. So I was like, let me open it up on camera with the babes and show you guys what we got. So I'm not really sure what this is because I haven't checked the registry in a while. So I just got the notification that I had a package, and when I got the package, I was like, okay, this has to be a registry gift because I haven't ordered anything from Amazon here lately, even though there is some things that I'm about to order, honey, because y'all know I love me some Amazon. But anyway, so it says, enjoy your gift, have a good day, love from your babe, from Clarissa. Thank you so much, Clarissa. So Clarissa got me the trash can odor eliminator spray, which I am so thankful for this. So here it is. I don't know if I can use this as air freshener, but it says that it's the clean and natural scent. So let's spray, see what it smells like. There we go. It's coming out, y'all. It's getting there. Or is it? Okay, that's locked. There we go, okay. Okay, that smells good. I like that. So it's the lime zest and matcha, clean and natural trash can spray. So thank you so much to our babes Clarissa for supporting my registry. I love it so much. And of course you already know, I have to add the card to the scrapbook so that I can keep all of my lovely notes from my babes. So let's add it in here to the scrapbook and let's keep this going. So if you guys ever want to send me anything, I do have a P.O. box, so the address is in my description. I also created a Cash App. It's in the description as well. And of course, you guys know the registry is always there. So feel free to do it at your leisure, honey. It is not required. It's not mandatory. If you don't ever send anything, that's totally fine. Just you showing up and supporting my channel is enough for me, honey. I am very grateful for how far I've come. The community I've been able to build. It's just simply amazing. And I just thank God for you guys so much. So thank you for being on this journey with me. So we have it added here. So we have lots of pages of all of our little notes from the registry and cards. Oh, I just love this little scrapbook. So it was such a cute idea. So Clarissa, you have been added to the Baywatch scrapbook, babe. So thank you so much. So now you guys, let's get into this life update. So first I want to start with an update on the relationship with my dad. So as you guys know, probably a month ago, I dropped a video about my relationship with my father as a black gay man, and just kind of giving you guys a rundown of how our relationship has been over the course of my entire life. And so I didn't hear anything from my dad, and I have not spoken to my dad in a while. Like, it's been a while since I spoke to him. However, his stepdaughter reached out to me via DM, and I'm gonna read you guys the DM. Okay, so I found the DM. It says, "Hi, this is blank, her name. Mama wanted me to send you a message because she's not on Instagram and she didn't have your number. She said she didn't want to ask Mr., my dad's name, for it because she knows he's nosy, LOL, and didn't want him to wonder why she wanted to talk to you. She said she misses you, she loves you, and she wants to see how you're doing. Her number is blank. She said you could text her or call her anytime you get ready." This was February the 15th, so this was over 2 months ago. So, no, a month ago. Yeah, we're only in March. Okay, so a month and a few weeks ago. So I'm assuming that video was dropped a month and a few weeks ago. And I got that message shortly after the video was posted. Now, I feel some sort of way about that because her mom definitely has my number. Now, she may have got a new phone. She may have, lost her contacts, but she definitely has had my number before. So I felt like, okay, okay, cool. Then she said her mom doesn't have Instagram, but her mom has TikTok. And, on TikTok, it shows you when people view your profile, when people like your stuff. And she has liked my stuff before, and she has viewed my profile. And if I'm not mistaken, on TikTok, you can send someone a message. So I kind of felt like, why isn't she reaching out to me, like, directly instead of having her daughter reach out to me? I kind of felt like, what is that about? I kind of felt like maybe she felt like some sort of way about the video and didn't want to reach out to me directly, but wanted to see if I was willing to speak to her. So she wanted to send somebody. And I could be totally overthinking this. However, I didn't respond to the DM because I don't want to continue to open up old wounds. And I feel like during that conversation, we're going to somehow get on the topic of my dad and their relationship and my dad's relationship with her son. And I just don't want to go through that anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a position in my life where I am closing chapters and I am starting new and fresh. And I don't want to carry any baggage, whether that be with a relationship, a parent, a sibling, a friend. Like, I don't want to be in a space where I am not 100% welcome. I don't want to be tolerated. I want to be celebrated. I want to be included. I don't want to just be invited to be tolerated or to be a space filler. I don't want to just be in your life because of the convenience, or you feel like, let me reach out because he's having a moment, or let it be known that I'm here, and then we don't talk for weeks. I don't want those type of relationships. I want relationships in my life where I feel like I can trust you, I can depend on you, I can lean on you, and that you genuinely care about my well-being. So I was like, I don't really have a response to that. I don't want to be fake and be like, oh, hey, yes, tell her to call me. Here's my number. When I didn't feel that way. You know what I'm saying? I am learning that it's okay for me to feel how I feel about people and distance myself. Like, my opinion of a person is not defining of who they are, but that is what I perceive, and my perception is valid because that's what I perceive. And if I don't feel like energy is reciprocated, I'm just not going to be around. I'm not going to show up. I'm not going to feel the need to talk to you or engage with you. Like, I'm just going to disconnect and be around and amongst people that really, truly love me and appreciate me for who I am. And likewise, so me and my dad, we have not spoken in it's been a few months, honestly. It's been a few months since we've spoken, and I'm okay with that. Like, I'm in a position in my life right now when it comes down to the relationship with my father that I am okay with where we are. I wish him nothing but the best. I pray for him as often as I can. I wish him great health and an easy, simple life. And I would hope that he wishes me the same, and that we just, acknowledge it for what it is. I would never want anything to happen to him. I would be completely devastated to learn that anything has happened to him. And if he ever was to reach out, I would be there for my dad. Like, I am not cold-hearted towards him. I'm just a little bit numb and a little bit emotionless. So there's not really much for me to give to the relationship. And I don't want to be half-assed in my relationship. So if I can't give you something, or if I don't feel like what I'm trying to give you is being received, I'm going to withdraw and I'm going to move on. And I'm going to share my light and my love and my energy with people who welcome me into their space. So that's the update on my dad. Now, I got another question. So let me see if I can find it. This is from Sarita McGee. So hi, Sarita McGee. It says, my question would be, where do you see yourself living in the next 5 years? You mentioned wanting to leave Atlanta, so I wonder, have you decided on New York or Florida, or where specifically? So thank you so much, Sarita. That was a great question. Oh, excuse me. So in the next 5 years, I would be 33. Let's see, let me do some math. 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. I'll be 32. So I have been coming up with a plan and a timeline for my life, which we're going to get into a little bit in this video, so just keep on watching, honey. But within the next 5 years, I don't want to say a specific location, but what I can say is that I see myself owning a property, which means I want to either own a townhome or a condo. So I do know for a fact within the next 5 years, honestly within the next 2 years, I plan on owning my first property. Now, I don't know where that's going to be. Obviously, you guys know I've always wanted to live in New York. I've always wanted to live in Miami. But I guess for me right now, I'm thinking in realistic terms of where I'm seated in life right now. Financially, I cannot afford New York. Financially, I cannot afford Miami. So Atlanta is like my second home. Obviously, I'm from Alabama, so Alabama is always home, but Atlanta has become my second home. So I do see myself purchasing a property in Atlanta. Just because I purchased that property don't mean I would live in it. I would always probably rent it out. If I get to a position in life where I can afford to live in New York, I can afford to live in Miami, I would definitely rent out my property here in Atlanta. And like I said, I want to have either a condo or a townhome in the city. So that is my goal within the next 2 years. By the time I'm 30, my 30th birthday, I want to be purchasing my first property for my birthday. So within the next 5 years, I just see myself owning property and hopefully living in New York City, chasing my New York dream, or have already lived in New York and back settled down somewhere with a husband and hopefully a child. And yeah, so that's how I can answer that question right now, because I don't really know. I don't know. I've always wanted to live in New York. I've always wanted to live in Miami. So hopefully within the next 5 years, I would have done that. Lived in New York, lived in Miami, bi-coastal, who knows? Have a property here in Atlanta, have a property in New York, have a property in Miami. Who knows where life can take you? 5 years is a long time. But I love that question because I do like to think ahead and start planning for my future. So hopefully that answered that portion of the question. And then I think you asked me something else. I think it was the second part to that question that I might have missed. Let's see. Oh, okay. So basically, yeah, where do I see myself living in the next 5 years? So yeah, so that's my answer to that. Now, let's get into a little bit of a life update. So as you guys know, I spoke about me having some tax issues. However, let me tell you something. The power of relationship, the power of community and a friendship is very strong. It can carry you through a lot of different seasons and positions in your life when you have people in your life that come from different walks of life and come together to share friendship. So I don't know if some of you guys may know, but Brian from Meet the Maslin, he is a tax professional. He's been doing taxes for many years now, and we were sitting in my house last Sunday. We were all talking, and we got on the subject about my taxes, and Alec was like, well, you know, Brian does taxes, right? And I feel like I kind of knew, but I didn't really know to what depth he did taxes. So we started talking about that, and he was like, brother, you know what? I'm gonna help you out. Don't worry about it. Send me over your information. I'm gonna help you. And me, I'm not the person to ask for help. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it was genuine that he truly wanted to help me because I didn't ask him for his help, but he volunteered his services and he stood on his word. He helped me get my tax situation under control. So I am so thankful for my brother Brian from Meet the Maslin. Oh my God, he has no idea how much stress he took off of me by helping me get my tax situation under control. So he did help me out with that. So I'm so thankful to that. So I don't have the tax issue hovering over my head anymore. I have learned my lesson, honey, and I now know what I need to do to properly pay my taxes and move forward, upwards and onwards, honey. So no more tax problems going on with me. Thank God. He actually got it done for me within like a couple days. Like when someone dedicates their time to help you out, I feel like they truly care about you and is not expecting anything in return. That is what you call true friendship. And those are the friendships I want to cherish and nourish and appreciate. Not just because I can receive something from it, but because we can actually build what we call a solid foundation in life. And knowing that I can lean on you and you can depend on me for however I can help you. Those are the type of friendships I want. So shout out to my brother Brian for helping me figure out my tax situation. So we're all good on that, babe. So no more tax situation going on over here, honey. We all good with Miss IRS. So just know I won't be playing with her no more. Okay, so tax problems out the way. What else have we been talking about? Financial problems. Okay, so we talked about my birthday trip. So you guys, I did decide to cancel my birthday trip. I know. I'm not going on my birthday trip anymore. Financially, it's just has not been a great month for me. I had a lot of things come up financially that I had to, take care of right away that chipped away at my financial budget for my trip. Yes, everything was paid for. My flights was booked, my hotel was booked, and I had a budget set aside for my hotel to be paid once I got there. But just looking back on everything that I had to happen and things that I have to pay for moving forward, I was like, it's just not smart for me to take a trip right now. So I don't have any trip plans. However, I do want to do a staycation. So I plan on doing something for my birthday that involves me doing like a staycation, not being in the city of Atlanta. So just stay tuned for that. Hopefully that's to come. So no more birthday trip, you guys. I know I've been ranting and raving about this birthday trip all year, and God knows I had every intentions of going and I wanted to go, but life happened and interrupted that. So there is no more birthday trip happening. So yeah, I'm still a little bit sad about it, but it's okay. I'm in a position now where I've accepted it for what it is. I said, you know what, Tracy, go on and cancel the flight, go on and cancel the reservations, just cancel it and move on. So that's the update on the birthday trip. No more birthday trip, you guys. I do plan on doing something, but it will be something where I can drive and, be back home the next day. I do still have that Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off. I never work on my birthday, and I always like to take multiple days off. I do have some vacation time set aside for those days, so that's good. So I still be able to relax on my birthday, but it just won't be a international trip. So I was gonna go to Puerto Vallarta. I never know how to pronounce it. Let's figure out how to pronounce this. Hold on.
Puerto Vallarta.
Puerto Vallarta is where I was going, and I was gonna stay at the Tris Hotel, which is a new LGBTQ hotel in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. I can never pronounce that right. Oh my God, get it together, Tracy. Hold on, let's try this one more time.
Puerto Vallarta.
Puerto Vallarta. So yes, I was gonna stay at the Tris Hotel, which is a LGBTQ hotel. I had the perfect suite. Oh my God, I was so excited to go. So that's where I was going, you guys. It was gonna be amazing. My hotel was booked. Everything was so beautiful. I had my reservations for Le Cliff, which is a restaurant in Puerto Vallarta, which is like seated on a cliff and you can see the ocean. So I had dinner reservations there from when I was getting there on Thursday. I was going on a gay cruise out there. It was like a day cruise where you go out on a yacht for the day. I was doing that on Saturday. On Sunday, I had a spa day booked. So I had a lot of stuff booked for my vacation. So as you guys can see, it was gonna cost me a lot of money. So I had to cancel it. But I do hope that some point this year I will be able to take a trip. I'm still hoping and praying that I will be able to go on the Maslin cruise. So that's something that could possibly be a vacation for me this year. I still want to go to Miami for the 4th of July this year. So, I do feel like I am going to take a trip this year. It's just that my birthday, it came so fast and I didn't properly save enough for life to happen and a birthday trip. You get what I'm trying to say? So I just didn't have the proper funds set aside to be able to fund, if life happened, and still be able to go on my trip. So, but you know, who knows what might happen in the next few weeks. But as for today, March 30th, I will not be going on my birthday trip. So yeah, that's that. And what else can I update you guys on? Dating. I know dating has been a big topic within my channel because I'm, of course, single and I've been on the quest to find love. But what I will say about dating is that I am embracing the process. I'll say that. I'm embracing the process of dating, and I am dating with intentions. So that's all I will say about that, honey, because I felt like every time I talked about dating, something went wrong. So I'm just going to say I'm dating with intentions, and I'm trusting the process of dating, and I'm allowing myself to really get to know people and not just be turned off by little things and shun them away, but to really embrace the process of dating and truly getting to know someone. So hopefully I'll have an announcement next year once everything is solidified and solid. But until the end, I'm just dating with intentions. So yeah. But I think that's pretty much it, you guys. I don't have much of anything else going on. I do plan on next year, if I'm not in a relationship and if I'm not dating someone exclusively or in a solidified relationship or possibly engaged, honey, I do plan on going back out on the road next year. Next year I will be 29, so that's the year before my 30th birthday. And like I told you guys, by my 30th birthday, I want to purchase my first property. And as you guys know, you got to have coins to purchase a property. So I would need to go out on the road and save a lot of money, which means I won't have to be responsible for rent, lights, internet, water, sewage. So my plan next year when my lease is up is to go out on the road. Possibly sometime this year, I may break my lease a little bit early and go out on the road, like after the summer festivities. I'm not really sure, but I do know for a fact next year in March, if I'm not in a relationship, if I'm not, living with my partner, doing life together, I do plan on going back out on the road for a year to save some money and purchase my first property. So that is the plan. Of course, if my YouTube takes off and I become this fabulous, well-known YouTube creator making lots of money creating my content, then of course that will shift. But for right now, I do plan on going back out on the road next year in March full time for the whole year and saving money to purchase my first property. So yes, I think that's pretty much it for this life update, you guys. I don't really have much else going on in my life. Obviously, I'm still continuing to build my friendships within Atlanta gay community. Of course, we got Meet the Maslins, we got Belisa and Angelo, and just kind of like meeting new people and branching out and building friendships. We got Have David, as you guys saw in last week's vlog, and I think you guys saw him in the previous vlog too. So yeah, I'm just, embracing building friendships within the gay community. As you guys know, honey, for a long time I was like, I don't got no gay friends. I can't do the whoop-de-whoops. And those whoop-de-whoops still happen, but I'm just choosing to pay it dust, honey, and be around the people that want to be around me and want to embrace me. And if you don't, then that's fine. Guess what? Tracy won't be around. Because I'm good over here, okay? But no shade towards nobody. But, sometimes when you go into spaces and you don't really feel welcomed and you don't really feel like you're actually wanted to be there, you start to adjust yourself according to that. And that's no shade or no hate towards nobody, but I'm not stupid. I'm not making this up in my mind. I know what I feel. And if I'm not embraced, then I won't come around. I'll make it easy for the both of us, honey. Deuces. But yeah, so anyway, that's it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this life update. If you guys have any questions that you would like for me to answer, drop them down below. Maybe I'll do a part 2 of a Q&A and we'll chat some more, get y'all in my business. So drop some questions down below if you have any. If not, I hope you enjoyed these topics that we talked about today. And if you were new here, hello, I am TracyJvmes. I hope you enjoyed this video. Check out some of my previous vlogs. I vlog my life on a daily basis. This is the first time in a year that I did not vlog on a weekly basis, but here I am giving you guys an update of my life. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the family and join the vibes. The babes and I would love to have you. And of course, to my babes and my babe watchers who have shown up for me yet again, thank you guys so much for being here. I love you so much. And I appreciate you for all your love and support support for my content. Thank you for being on this journey with me. Let's continue to grow. We're almost at 5,000 subscribers. Let's see how many subscribers we're at. 4,960 subscribers, so we're almost there. We're 40 subscribers shy of our 5,000 mark. So let's get me to 5,000 subscribers by my birthday. How many weeks we got to get to 5,000 subscribers? So let's see, tomorrow is the 31st. So we got one more day in March. So we have we have 3 weeks until my 28th birthday. So let's get me to 5,000 subscribers. So tell a friend to tell a friend, tell your auntie, tell your uncle, tell your grandma, tell them all to subscribe to the Tracy James channel and be on this journey with me. So I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Next week, there will be a weekly vlog. So just stay tuned for that, and hopefully I'll give you guys a live next week and possibly another video. If I get some questions in the comments down below, maybe I'll do a part 2 Q&A. No question is off limits. Ask me whatever you want to know, because you guys know I'm an open book. I'm extremely transparent. So if you want to know something, if you got some juicy topics you want me to talk about, drop them down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, babes. Mwah.